and don't even be worried about mileage. Hi, Ryan from CarsAddiction.com, and today I want to explain how you can buy your car, your dream car, and be smart with your money. Now, a recent video uploaded by Ed Bolian makes really good points, but the title of the video is 10 Commandments on How to Buy Terrible Cars. Now, the points that Ed Bolian makes are very good, and that video should have been titled differently. I would urge you to go and look up the video. I'll provide a link to the video in the description below. But basically, Ed Bolian, the guy from VinWiki, has experience in buying and dealing with exotic cars, so when he gives advice, you should be listening to it. Now, Ed Bolian goes on about buying the cheapest car in the market. So he goes on about that you should go on the listings and sort by price and not have mileage scare you when buying your purchase. A well-sorted car should not actually have issues with mileage. Now, buying the cheapest car might have come with issues, and this is why you should actually have those issues in mind and when dealing the price. So if you're dealing with a Porsche, an older Porsche, you should be aware that they might have IMS issues and how much it costs. So when buying that car, you should factor those costs. So in case it actually happens, you can fork that money out. Same thing with the BMW M346 with the subframe and so forth. So buying the cheapest car isn't a bad thing, it's just a gamble and you should be taking it, is what Ed Bolian is saying. This way you shouldn't wait next year until you save up to buy your perfect car. You should buy it now, enjoy it, and then sell it next year at the same price or maybe more, because maybe they appreciate in price or whatnot. But your car, when you come to sell it, will always be the cheapest one in the market and will have the most exposure and be easier to sell. Now, this goes against all the advice from the experts, where they tell you go with the lowest mileage car, avoid crashed cars, avoid repaired cars, and yada yada yada. The people that you go to the car meets, or when you're driving your car in the countryside or something like that, or a racetrack, they're not going to know your mileage. They're not going to know that there's a paint defect here or there, or that panel was sprayed. And who cares if they know? As long as you're enjoying the car and your purchase, it should not matter. So stop worrying about, if I should put more miles on the car, it will depreciate, or if I don't sell this year, next year, I have to sell it cheaper. Those things should not come with car ownership. Car ownership should be something that's fun and enjoyable. And this is what Ed Bolian sort of keeps on talking about. Another good point that Ed Bolian makes is buy the car with the intention of selling it. Always buy cheaper than what's the cheapest one currently selling at. If in your head you cater for the largest catastrophic failure, you'll have nothing to go wrong with, because you'll have if that actually happened, you'd have fixed it and you could put it on the market with the cost involved with it. As long as you advertise everything properly, you should not go wrong, because you have the car at the cheapest one in the market, and that means you'll have more exposure and more likely to sell than one that is highly spec'd, because sort of high spec cars, low mileage cars are into a specific niche and might take longer to sell, whereas the cheapest car might not necessarily attract users looking for, let's take a Porsche 996, but people that might be looking for a budget car, any sports car at that range, and so it will attract more buyers. Again, I really urge you to watch Ed Bolian's on the original video about this and all the 10 commandments listed. And thank you for watching. Take care.